finally.
There is a miracle. A miracle. Ah,
I'm so lucky.
what happened there? Some magic trick. So what you put in your phone now? Is some spicy, some special elements to transform this really in one reality. Ciao, how are you?
The general saw that I closed my phone and I opened again, and
Yes.
everything turned back.
Always this is the solution. Do you remember the story about what is Apollo 13? No, when something happened, you need or to push some,
Same.
or you need to shut up and restart again. Yes, yes, yes. Cool.
That's what's the last song I did, and I remembered your book sentence. I should win the game, and I won fast.
Yes. And really, not one page, several pages of the book are dedicated exactly about this topic, because you need to be resilient. You need to, life is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. It's important that you see that is a challenge that permits you to be better and better. To learn something new means now every time when something going wrong, you put off your phone. Okay. Also, when your partner, you fight with your partner, you shut off your phone and restart. Okay, after.
Finally, that makes me a bit late, but finally, that's the most important one. We are together.
Yes, exactly. The final result. Thank you so much for your invitation. We really appreciate. Really, I don't know how you was able to meet me in this big noise of internet. How you was able to find me, but where you saw me the first time or my activity.
First of all, really, I was checking about think that when sometimes you have some problems and you check from internet to solve about this. I really affected the sentence. You can pass the life exam, but it's connected how you play this game.
Exactly.
So that when I see this sentence, I wanted to contact you and to make a speech and to meet all the people with you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm more than 50. I'm 54 this year, and I collect in my life, of course, a lot of. I collect adventure, because also that life give you always this kind of situation that you need to solve which way, or sometimes also you need to understand if the way where you are is the right way, because we are the hero of our life. Only we can win the journey of our life.
Yes.
And and everything starts, especially when you start to see that there is something more, that maybe you are not in the right path, because you burn, and when you are young, the others teach you about the world. You are a child, and your father, your mother say, "Oh, this is the world. This is good. This is bad," and you believe in this. That you grow up from the education from the others, from the education of the school, from the society. All the others tell you what is the reality, and because we become what we think. We start to create our thought depending of what the other told us that who we are. They give us the name and everything, and we start to become what the others say that you are. Okay, because the other tell you, no, this is that. You need to do this, something like this. Until one day, probably you start to feel that this is not maybe your way. Maybe you are here in this life for something different. Okay, and you start to have this moment of, let's say, looking inside. Where is the way? Where is
Which is the right one?
my meaning, my purpose? What is the reality? Which the direction? You know, and in that moment, you know, you need to make a jump outside the, let's say, this the hamster wheel, you know, the rat race, not that something that you do every day, the same things, and nothing change, because you are inside this wheel that you run, morning, working, night, back again.
Same day, play.
Exactly. It means that one day you say, well, I want to discover my real way, you know, it's who I am and which is my direction. And in that moment, you need only one thought, you know, to jump out of this wheel and to jump out from these cages that we have in our brain. No? In your mind, there is a lot of thought inside these cages created from others, and to start your real journey. This is the moment of some call the shift. Yes, some call in different way. You know, is there is some moment I call the bang in the book. I call this the bang. You know, that in that moment you decide and you change how you see life, and you start to build your real life. Means that I use it on the book the metaphor of the game, because it's more easy to use this to let's say to organize your journey, and because you can see that our life is like a game, because when was invented the first game on the cave, you know, with the father, the child, they play with some you know, animals to teach to the child that outside there is animal that maybe they beat you, hunt you, you know. Means that through the simulation you start when you are a child to this kind to discover the life. It means games was invented like a simulation of the life, and means that life is like a game. You can see in the relation, in the business, in everywhere there is the mechanics of the game. And if you discover the structure of the game and how work the games, you have more probability to win the game, because you know, I start to think in this direction. What is the game? How can divide the game? Which element you can find in all the games? And in all the games there are 5 elements. The first elements in all the games, you can find the rules. Means that if you don't know the rules, you can win the game. More you know about the rules of the life, more you have probability to win.
The most important, that's true.
The second element after the rules, in every game, you know, every game have the player. Means that to know about the player. Because, for example, in the video game, you need to know if you can jump, if you can fly. You need to know your asset, your talent, your passion. But you need to know yourself. In the life, you need to know yourself, because you are the player of the game of your life. The third element after the rules and the player, in all the games there is goal. Means if you want to, for example, let's take the video games. You need to jump from one level to another level, no? And maybe you need to collect diamonds, or you need to save the princess in the video game. Also in the life, if you don't know your goal, you can canalize your energy in the right direction. Means you need to know the rules of the, you need to know the players. It means that you know to know yourself. Third, you need to know the goal. Which goal you need to have in your life?
Yes.
The 4 elements in all the games are the strategy. If you develop a good strategy, you have more probability to win. The same situation also in the life. You need to develop a strategy of life, because this strategy permit to you to catch this goal that you have in your life. Means that rules means know the rules of the game of the life, knowing yourself, know the players. Third, you need to know your goals. 4, you need to develop a good strategy. And the final one, if you want to win the game, you need to play the 5th. Because if you don't play, for sure, you don't win. Means, because really I saw a lot of people that they study a lot, they have a lot of good idea, they have passion, they have goal, but they don't take action. You know, you need to take action, because if you don't take action, if you don't decide, you don't take action, and in this way, you don't realize your way, you don't win. And this is the metaphor of the game that you can use on the life. But you need to be aware in which territory, in which domain you play. Because, you know, normally you say, okay, I play the game of life outside there, I make my work, I study economy, I study the law, I do this, and after I buy the car, the house, okay, but all this game, okay, is on the territory, on the domain, on the physical needs. Because, of course, at the end of the month, you need to pay the bill, you need to eat, you need to have a shelter. But this is only one of the 4 domains where we play the game of life. This is the physical needs. The second domain where we play the game is the connection from you internally and external world. The relation that you have from you, the others, from you, the environment, from you, the nature, means that we play, yes, the game on the physical needs, but we play the games also on the channel of the relation. This is, you can see.
The relation.
Yes, because, for example, you can see every day you have this, let's say, channel that you communicate. Let's say that you are enter in empathy, or you enter in connection with the others, and you need to develop skills. You need to develop, you know, how to interact with the others and the external world, because also the nature is important, no? Because we are not only humans, you know, we are connected with everything. The second domain, there is other 2 where we play the game of life. The third domain is the domain of the mind. How we develop, how we, you know, create our thought in our mind. Because we need to know this, because in the mind, where you develop the thought, to the thought, you, after you materialize, no, after you decode out for you, externally is the reality, means that you need to play the game also internally in your thought. And the final 4 domain where we play, after the physical needs, relation, and the mind, the final is the domain of the part, is a transcendental part that is connected more with the, let's say, spirituality. You know, that something that is not physical is transcendent the physicality, and is something that is a one territory where we feel the existence through consciousness. Means there is something more elevated. There is 4 domain, means that the game you can play good the game and you feel good if you are in balance with these 4. When you are in balance with your physical needs, means that you have resource to live and also to give, you know, to support the others. When physical needs, when you are together in balance with the relation and you in your mind, how you generate your thought, and the more I part of you know, that means the transcendental part. In this way, you with this balance, you can live good. And this is the core of the book, and I describe more deep how, you know, how to play the game, where to play, how to win, and how to become hero. This is the journey. You see on the book is there. No, is the journey from the basic point. We need to open the cage of the mind. We need to play the game, and I describe where we play, how to play, how to win, and how to become a hero. Is the top of the mountain where there is the awareness, where there is the truth.
No, just want to learn. All of in this game, how you describe to win? Is it important to win, or is it important to live the life like a hero? Like you say that you have lots of strategies, you have aims at the end of the game, but sometimes we don't. We do our best, but we don't win the game. And I want to learn where you put to win the game. Is it important, or is the aim of this game?
You know, you want to jump. You are the person that want to jump in the final page of the book. You know, I want to know who is. You know, the final solution is there, the last page. You know, something like this. Okay. There is a good professor and author and writer. Is not anymore alive. The name is Joseph Campbell. He was an expert in mythology, no, in mythology, and he studied a lot about all the stories, no, about the past, the mythology of the past, and he discovered that all the stories, there is all the same structure. You know, all the story of the past, you know, Odyssey, you know, with the Ulysses, you know, or Star Wars, all the story have the same kind of structure. Okay, there is a person, for example, you are the hero of your life, no? And in all the story, the hero receive a call, no? Do you remember Star Wars? No, there is a Luke Skywalker that he received, you know, the call to jump out from his home planet and start the journey. You know, Ulysses, you need to jump, you need to make the journey. You know, it means the hero he receive a call, and in life also we inside we can hear that we have a call, because only through the first step take nothing means let there everything and start your journey. You know, the journey of discovery, your journey during the journey to fight with monster, you know, obstacle. No, you imagine that Luke Skywalker, after a jump, he start to fight with the enemy, you know, with Darth Vader, something like this. And during the journey that you have obstacle that you need to jump over, but also you can meet the mentor, somebody that help you to grow. You know, in your journey, maybe you find somebody that help you to grow. Means that through this jump over the obstacle to meet somebody that that everything teach you how to live. And after, you know, at the end of the journey, the hero came back like a winner, but it's a circle, no? It's a circle. And it's a circle that he came back and we restart again. Because look at you, probably also you saw your life is always something, let's say, a circle, no? That you learn, you challenge, you want to reach some point, you put effort, resilience, you catch, okay, you are the winner, and but after you restart again, because life is a continuous, you know, is a continuous learning. We are here to have experience and learn. Means if we can win or not in the game of life, you need to read in the book. But I tell you that in some way, sure, yes, we can win, and is something that is not something that you reach at the end, but it's something that you can feel in every moment in your journey. Okay, the winning is a following your bliss. Okay, means that it's something that following your inner prophecy. No, you are here for something. Means that every day, every moment is only you can feel if you are a winner, means in the right direction of your purpose of life, or you are a victim, because there is two, no, the two part, no, or you are a victim, that the problem is always outside there, the problem is the others, okay, and I'm the victim, or I'm a creator. You know, you decide to be a creator. Means that I think that you are a creator, no?
Wonderful, wonderful answer, I agree with it. And I want to ask one question also. When you ordered that's the most important point, one of the important point is where you leave the game.
Where
And
I lead the game, or what? Sorry?
here, for example, you said we are playing the game, and that's important where you play this game. One of the important rule for your situation in your book. You know that I explained to you myself working as an international lawyer and getting interview all over the world. Now, one important point about your book, one important point about your country, and one important point for my answer is what is the degree of the and what is the importance where you leave the game. You can think the answer as a city, as a country, is it important? For example, think there is a guy, he's really a hero of the life, but maybe his area is not good for winning the life. And how you explain about this one?
You know that winning or losing is subjective. It's not about you know, it's you. Okay, you can be one, let's say, bad environment. Okay, and you can be the winner in many cases, because is winning is your feel that you are able to manifest something that you had in your mind. For example, the key point is that you in some way you make impact. You are useful for something. Means that you are able to make the difference, to do something that can help the system, no? Because we are all connected. The environment, okay, can facilitate you to reach your goal, you know, and to, let's say, yes, maybe somebody have some situation that life is very easy, but I think that you can become more, let's say, successful, especially when you have obstacle. You know, it's not easy, because through this you can be more connected with your higher self, because are the obstacle that give you the power to be incredible one hero. You know, it's the obstacle that give you the power. It's not the easy. Means that for sure. For example, I tell you, for me, what is what means for me success. For me, success is not something that you reach a tot amount of money, or you reach tot, let's say, result, material result. You know, success for me is more deep, is something that is more, if I want to describe it in one unique sentence, is the ability, means that is not one point that you reach, but is something that in every day you do something, is the ability to imagine and realize a better world for you and for the others. Means we need to start to think that the game is not the game only of me, but is the game of we. We are connected, and we are a tool to create and to be part of the evolution of everything. Of course, you are more successful when you are able to become a good leader of yourself and a good leader to influence the others. Means that when you become a good leader, that means that you you involve others on your project, and through this you create a biggest impact, means that you need to be proud of yourself because you reached your goal.
And want to learn. There are some friends that writing me as a special. Can you show us again your book, please? The people want to see.
Okay, this is the book, and there is a this cover. The cover, there is How to Win the Game of Life, but there is also IO10, because the life, this universe where we live, is a bipolar universe. There is a darkness and light, yin and yang, good and bad. Means through play 1 and 0s, like the video game, the software are made 1 and 0, you know? Means this is the DNA of the game, 1 and 0. I win the game.
Wonderful.
And okay, in the special edition of the book, if you on the special edition, if you can, this is a cover.
As a chase, yes.
This is there's a secret art made from one famous Italian artist that he make this art only for the book. It's a replica, and you can see there is the king, okay, of the case, but that elevate himself on the playground. Okay, the playground, that is our life. You see, black and white means that is the bipolar. We are in bipolar universe of our playground. There's the good and bad, the dark and light, and we can elevate ourselves. We can elevate. We can become a winner. And you can see the shadow. The shadow is the shadow of the pawn. It's not the shadow of the king, because you transform yourself, king, from pawn. You elevate. If you become a winner, and of course there is a 1 and 0 IO, because also in Italian language, IO means me, I, and become is something that the me. And yes, you can find a lot of you can find in Amazon or in Apple Books, or you can find them on the website. The website www.winthegame-life. You can see there all the information, and also there is a connection with the social media. Periodically, for example, I organize some Zoom together with friends and person that online we share ideas out, because through sharing ideas we can grow. We can become more aware through the experience of the others. Means that yes, let's follow our call, because we have this prophecy that we need to realize, and every day invest in your personal development to become better and better, because this is the way how to let our life useful.
That's true. Maybe one author will translate your book to Turkish.
It's a good idea.
That's a great idea. Maybe all of the people will get this and read this book. That's a big chance, maybe.
Cool. It's good. I can see that your country is very, especially today, is okay. In the past was the center, of the culture, but also today is very strong, and day by day better and better. My friend, I tell you the truth, this artist that he make discover, he was in Istanbul. He lived in Istanbul for I think 3 or 4 years. He have a lot of experience also from your country. Yes, we are close. We like to enjoy life.
One lucky author will try to translate.
Yes, good.
And here I will want to summarize, like you. We want to know you also some details.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you are originally Italian, is right?
I born in the northeast of Italy, close to Venice. Is a is in the little city that is the city of Prosecco. Do you know this wine?
Yeah, I didn't.
Prosecco wine. Yes.
Yeah.
My city is the name is Conegliano. Is the city of Prosecco. It's famous for the Prosecco in the world. No, this is why always I play this game that instead of milk, my mother give me always Prosecco instead of milk. And yes, I grew up in this little city, beautiful city with hills, beautiful area, and I become in the first period when I study school, I was more, let's say, connected with computer and graphics, this software, and the first part, I opened my first company at 18, and first part in the 80s, and in this part of my life, I invested in this direction, in this decade, the 80s, and I start to develop graphics and software for example, for big show, TV show for national TV. For example, there is in Italy there is this famous show. The name is Festival di Sanremo. It's the TV program where Italians like to sing a lot. Volare. And all this kind of song, famous song, come from this annual contest about song. Is where there Modugno, Toto Cotugno, I Ricchi Poveri, all these, they won on the contest. And I worked, in the 80s for these big events, with graphics, software. I used this. And after this experience in the 80s, in the 90s, I opened my web agency, when in Italy in the 94, finally internet was real, that and I opened web agency, and why I was focalizing on my company was focalizing to develop online communities for multinational brands. Means that some brands like Aprilia motorcycle or Henkel is a German multinational company in the cleaning products, or Ferrero with is a Nutella, this kind of product. I develop online tools to create a community. The people, for example, create the community for the lovers of Nutella. All the people that love Nutella for Ferrero, they can go there, and was something like a Facebook at that time, the 90s, like that. They meet each other, they organize Nutella party with the internet and something like this. This was in the 90s. After I moved abroad, I started to have experience, international experience. I moved in Hungary, and from here I create something like a franchise in the sector of event organization. Means my company was focused to organize corporate event for companies. That Congress, is something, yes, some event connected with the cities. And my company and my partner was in all Europe, Barcelona, Lisbon, Paris, Sofia, Prague. Means that I create this something like a network, something like a franchise for event organization. And this was the beginning of the 2000. And in the second decade of the 2000, I start to work together with a friend, a consulting company for politics. Means that I worked for a political campaign. I was a strategist for the one minister of Italian minister. I was online strategist, and yes, and I work a lot in campaign. Promote the product that in this case is the candidate. For let the party to win, and the person to have this career on the parliament and after on the government. And but some moment, is after this decade, I start to think, but what I do is everything is in the right direction. I felt that I run inside the wheel. No, it's like, come on, I try this and that. Where is the real value? And was my personal shift, not my bang. The moment that I start to look inside and start to study different discipline. I start to be in love of philosophy. I start to be in love of, for example, psychology, because also was good also for my work in the past. I was in the marketing sector. I study neuroscience. I start to collect information. I study also ancient wisdom. Taoism, Buddhism, the different kind of wisdom of the past, and I start to realize that maybe all this thought that come in my mind, maybe I need to put in one note, write down, because who knows what, maybe one day can be useful, and can be at the end. I have, because this is the book in my desk, always is here, and when I have some idea, I write down graphically.
Wow.
Graphically, there is the concept. For example, this image you can find on the book, and because I'm a visual thinker, I think by image, and through also my activity, because I have some mentee, I do mentoring for some entrepreneurs. I do mentoring. They told me, one my mentees told me, you need to write a book. I say, well, why not? It's another good challenge. And I collected, the thoughts and start to understand which kind of connection can be through all my experience and all my thought. And at the end, I found this connection through the game of life. And this means that the book at the end, that now is this period of my life, is something like a summary about all what I learned in the past, the experience of the past, and of course, I never stop to learn every day, because in my daily procedure, my daily routine, every morning I study and I learn new things, because it's important to be, to grow, but to be more aware about reality, because through this, and especially when you share what you feel and what you learn with others and exchange opinion, other perspective, in this way you can be useful also for others to discover. Also, the other can be ignite the fire inside to discover more about himself and to realize the meaning of life.
And all of the story, all of the differences, finally, if the Turkish readers wants to get a signature book, they must come to Budapest. Is it right?
Yes. Always, really, I like to host everybody that come here in Budapest. I have also good friends, Turkish friends here. We make also good event together, party together here. There is a good community. Yes, I'm always open and to share good thoughts, and of course to sign the book. Of course, sure.
And if it's not special, we want to learn also. There are lots of that's ordered the skis, and then finally you are in Hungary and Budapest. Which the reasons that gets you to leave this country?
To remain here? Why? The reason why I come here?
Yeah.
For love.
Really?
Yes, of course. Love is the driver. Love is one of the, I think, the biggest energy that we have, because we can transform. When you are in love, you are more close to God, to the infinite, because it's a strong energy. Imagine imagine your life, what you made for love, if you love somebody, you can do everything, you know, nothing can stop you, you know. And of course, I come here, I was in love from the city, in love, I found somebody, I was in love also somebody. And really, I suggest that first, love is the biggest medicine, okay, if you need to recover, or is the biggest boost that if you want to create more, you know, to be more inspired, to be invincible, you know, because with love, nothing can stop you, believe me. And yes, and love is the one key point in the existence, really. It's not only the love, okay, it's love from one, but it's the love for everything, you know. Because if you are love, if you are grateful of your life, if you are grateful, you're in love of life, you are in love with you, means that you love yourself, because you can give love only if you love yourself, because you can give something that you don't have. Means that you need to, you love yourself and love the others, no, love, you know, to spread love. And of course, also emotionally, you can involve it to grow together in experience with somebody that can be a really good boost for your life, and acceleration into discovery. Means that love is one element that permit to me, for example, to make this jump, you know, and yes, I'm still in love.
Maybe one more important rule in the life story: love yourself, love the life, and live long if you love the life.
Yeah, yes, but if you love, you live more time. You can live more, for sure. Yes.
Really, that was very good speech for us. It's very good to know you. I hope to visit you there, and hope to see you in Turkey also. Maybe after the pandemic, after the COVID-19.
Yes.
I don't know what about your country. Everything is okay.
You know, it's the same situation, okay, and it's a global situation. It means that now, this period, I tell you my point of view of this period. This period for me is a period that can bring out from us the best of us, because when we have this kind of obstacle, you have the time, the reason, strong reason, really, to discover the best of yourself. And this situation is a fast changing, you know. Nothing is forever, you know. This universe is a continuously change, you know. We change. Also, our body is not the same. We can't stop, you know. It's always a change. This situation is a fast change. It's only that around us everything change in fast way. Means we need to decode this moment and to use this moment to train ourselves to adapt more fast, because the key point is to be more fast to adapt the new situation, and to bring out from us new ideas, inventing.
Hope.
Yes.
As soon as possible.
Yes, come on. We are here, we smile each other together, you know, and thank you for COVID. We are here to talk, you know, because maybe without COVID, we was not focused too much to make live for the other person around the world. Means that this situation is one of 100 that we can have in our life. We need to smile, to be optimist, put energy, and rediscover ourselves, and follow our passion and talents, because and to have faith, no, believe in yourself.
Yeah. And many thanks again. I don't want to take more time of you. Thank you so much. That's very good to meet you and to know you. And really to want to see you in Turkey, or I want to see you in your country. And I said again, I will translate in Turkish language also about your book. Really, I want to get, and I organized to read this one. Maybe one day in Turkish language, and I'll translate and we will read it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your energy and for your yes, your positive energy, because I can see that you're a person that you can make the difference there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. See you soon. See you. Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.